In today's class, I'll be teaching you two figures of merit known as gain margin and phase margin for finding the relative stability of a closed loop system. I repeat, in today's class, I shall be teaching you gain margin and phase margin. These are the two figures of merit used for investigating the closed loop stability of a system. So let me write now. GM is the short abbreviation for gain margin. GM and PM. PM is the abbreviation for phase margin. Are the two figures of merit. Are the two figures of merit used for finding the relative stability of a system. Used for finding the relative stability of a system. What do you mean by relative stability? If you are given two systems that are stable, which is more stable, which is less stable, etc., if you want to find, you have to find first GM and PM, and then you can talk about relative stability. Let us consider a negative feedback system. Let us consider a negative feedback system having an open loop transfer function. Having an open loop transfer function. Open loop transfer function GH of S. GH of S is same as G of S H of S equal to K divided by S into 1 plus T1S into 1 plus T2S. Please note that K is greater than 0. Both T1 and T2 are greater than 0. K is greater than 0, T1 is greater than 0, T2 is greater than 0. Letting S is equal to j omega in GH of S gives GH of j omega is equal to K divided by j omega into 1 plus j omega T1 into 1 plus j omega T2. This we can write as K divided by j omega means omega at an angle 90 degrees. 1 plus j omega T1 means square root of 1 plus omega square T1 square at an angle tan inverse of omega T1. 1 plus j omega T2 can be written as square root of 1 plus omega square T2 square at an angle tan inverse of omega T2. This we can further write as K divided by omega into square root of 1 plus omega square T1 square into square root of 1 plus omega square T2 square angle minus 90 degrees minus tan inverse of omega T1 minus tan inverse of omega T2. This is like m at an angle phi of omega, where m is K divided by omega into square root of 1 plus omega square T1 square into square root of 1 plus omega square T2 square at an angle phi of omega equal to minus 90 degrees minus tan inverse of omega T1 minus tan inverse of omega T2. I want to sketch the polar plot, that is the variation of GH of j omega as omega is varied from 0 to infinity. Limit omega tending to 0 on GH of j omega. As omega tends to 0, magnitude becomes infinity, angle becomes equal to minus 90 degrees. Limit omega tending to infinity on gh of j omega is equal to magnitude becomes 0 as omega tends to infinity. Tan inverse of infinity is 90 degrees. So 0 at an angle minus 270 degrees. G of s, h of s plane is a complex plane having real axis, real of gh, imaginary axis j times imaginary of gh. So this axis represents 0 degrees. This axis denotes minus 90 degrees. This axis denotes minus 180 degrees. This axis denotes minus 270 degrees. When omega is 0, magnitude is infinity. When you take the limit, omega equal to 0, magnitude is infinity. Distance from origin to this point is infinity. Angle is minus 90. Omega equal to 0 is the limit. We are plotting actually magnitude and angle in this plane. Means we are getting a polar plot of the function. As omega varies from 0 to infinity. When omega is infinity, magnitude is 0. When the limit omega equals infinity, magnitude is 0, angle is minus 270. Correct? Minus 270 minus 90 gives plus 180. Plus 180 means 2 quadrants. Start at this point and end at this point, covering 2 quadrants. This is nothing but incomplete Nyquist plot. That omega equal to 0 is nothing but point A dash. Omega equal to infinity is nothing but point B dash. This is called GH of j omega locus. This is called GH of j omega locus. Let us assume that this is minus 1 plus j0 point. I'll assume this magnitude to be m1. The frequency at which GH of j omega is minus 180 degrees is called phase crossover frequency and is denoted by omega p. Let me draw a circle of unit radius. This is a circle of unit radius. This is unit circle. This is unit circle. Radius of the circle is 1. It passes through minus 1 plus j0 point. Where this unit circle intersects with gh of j omega locus, this point is called phase crossover. Phase crossover, and that frequency is omega p. This point where the unit circle intersects with gh of j omega locus is called phase crossover. This is called phase crossover. This is called gain crossover, and this is called phase crossover. Gain crossover. Omega g is called gain crossover frequency. Let me draw a straight line passing through this intersection point. Let me draw a straight line passing through this intersection point. This is nothing but phi of omega at omega equal to omega g. This angle I call it as phi m. This angle I will call it as phi m. This angle I will call it as phi m. What is that phi m? I will explain with respect to time. So what is gain margin? See, what is the open loop transfer function? GH of s is equal to what? K divided by s into 1 plus T1s into 1 plus T2s. K is called as gain of the system. K is called gain of the system. If you multiply this gain of the system by 1 by m1, m1 is this intercept. See here, since m1 is less than 1, it represents a stable system. If you multiply this system gain k by the reciprocal of m1, that means in the transfer function gh of s, if you replace k by k divided by m1 and plot the gh of j omega locus, the locus will pass through minus 1 plus j0 point. That means a system which was stable becomes just unstable. That means if you multiply system gain k by 1 by m1, a stable system becomes marginally stable, means just unstable. That's what I mean. So, therefore, what is gain margin? Gain margin is 1 by m1. So, what I have done? I have taken a negative feedback system having an open loop transfer function. Gh of s is equal to k divided by s into 1 plus t1s into 1 plus t2s. I have put s is equal to j omega. That gives me gh of j omega. I plotted gh of j omega with respect to omega, as omega varies from 0 to infinity. That plot is called polar plot. Here I have written it as gh of j omega locus. Gh of j omega locus crosses minus 180 degree axis at omega equal to omega p. This is called phase crossover, and this frequency is called as phase crossover frequency. The unit circle passes through minus 1 plus j0 point and intersects gh of j omega locus at this location. This location is called gain crossover, and the frequency and the corresponding frequency is called gain crossover frequency. I have drawn a straight line passing through that intersection point. So now gain margin is 1 by m1. So k, if you multiply by 1 by m1 and redraw gh of j omega locus, the same locus will pass through minus 1 plus j0 point. That means system which was stable becomes just unstable. This is called, what I have drawn here is a stable system because m1 is less than 1. When you multiply k by 1 by m1 and make a plot of gh of j omega locus, the same locus shown here will pass through minus 1 plus j0 point. Therefore, 1 by m1 is called gain margin. So, how do we define gain margin? Gain margin is the factor by which the gain of the system could be increased so that a stable system becomes just unstable. That is, a stable system becomes marginally stable. So, I am going to write the statement. Gain margin is defined as the factor by which the gain of a system could be increased so that a stable system becomes just unstable. Just unstable means marginally stable. So what is gain margin? Hence, this I call figure 1. If gain k is multiplied by 1 by m1 and gh of j omega locus is redrawn, then we find that it passes through minus 1 plus j0 point. Hence gain margin Gm is equal to 1 by m1. Gain margin in decibels is equal to 20 log of 1 by m1 is equal to minus 20 log of m1 to base 10. Logarithm is on base 10. For a stable system, m1 should be less than 1. Hence, all stable systems will have a gain margin in decibels. It will have a gain margin in decibels. Will have a positive gain margin in decibels. That is because when m1 is less than 1, 20 log of m1 is negative. Negative of negative, it is positive. Important points. If gh of j omega locus does not cut minus 180 degree axis, then gain margin decibels equals infinity. Gain margin decibels is equal to infinity. Second one. If gh of j omega locus, then if gh of j omega locus passes through minus 1 plus j0 point, then the system is then GM in decibels, then GM decibels will be 0, because M1 will be what? 1. This means system is marginally stable. This means system is marginally stable. Third point, if gh of j omega locus crosses minus 180 degree axis to the left of minus 1 plus j0, then m1 will be greater than 1. This means gain margin in decibels will be negative, implying an unstable system. So for a stable system, m1 is less than 1. Hence, all stable systems will have a positive gain margin in decibels. If gh of j omega locus does not cut minus 180 degree axis, then gain margin in decibels is equal to infinity. If gh of j omega locus passes through minus 1 plus j0 point, then gain margin in decibels will be 0. This means that system is marginally stable. Why gain margin will be 0? Because once it passes through minus 1 plus j0 point, value of m1 will be 1, minus 20 log of m1 equals 0. If gh of j omega locus crosses minus 180 degree axis to the left of minus 1 plus j0, then m1 is greater than 1. This means gain margin decibel will be negative, implying an unstable system. Next, I will go to the definition of phase margin. Right? Phase margin is defined as the angle through which gh of j omega locus should be rotated about the origin, so that gain crossover passes through -1 plus j0 point. Passes through -1 plus j0 point. What I mean is, you rotate this line about the origin, so that this point becomes equal to this point. So what are written? Phase margin is defined as the angle through which gh of j omega locus should be rotated about the origin, so that gain crossover passes through -1 plus j0. This angle phi m is called phase margin. So what is phase margin? Phase margin phi m is equal to 180 degrees plus phi of omega at omega equal to omega g. Phi of omega, no, it may be noted that phi of omega is always negative. Therefore, even though you are adding phi of omega, actually you are subtracting. So in what I mean to say is, this line passing through this intersection point, if it is rotated by an angle equal to phi m, known as phase margin, this gain crossover passes through -1 plus j0 point. In other words, to the phase angle phi of omega, you can add phi m before the system becomes just unstable. For a stable system, important point, for a stable system, phase margin in degrees and gain margin in decibels should be positive. Next point, for lower positive, very important point, for lower positive values of PM means phase margin, the unit step response of the system will be very oscillatory. Let us now consider a system having a gain margin in dB which is positive and high. Also, phase margin of the system is positive and very high. This means this system is more stable compared to a similar system having same gain margin but a lower phase margin in degrees. gain margin in dB. What I have written is for lower positive values of Pm, the unit step response system will be very oscillator. Let us now consider a system having a gain margin in dB which is positive and high. Also phase margin in the system is positive and very high. This means the system is more stable compared to a similar system having same gain margin decibels but a lower phase margin in degrees. Therefore, phase margin plays a very vital role in defining relative stability of a system. Thus, phase margin plays a very vital role in finding the closed loop stability of the system. Closed loop stability of the system. Next, the value of omega when phi of omega is equal to the value of omega when phi of omega equals 180 degrees equals minus 180 degrees is defined as phase crossover frequency. The value of omega when magnitude of gh of j omega equal to m equals 1 is defined as gain crossover frequency. Gain margin is measured at phase crossover and PM is measured at gain crossover. Salient points I put bullets and listed. So in the examination I'll ask you explain gain margin, phase margin for about 5 or 6 marks. These details you have to write. Now we'll do a problem to understand the concept of gain margin and phase margin. The value of omega when phi of omega is equal to minus 180 degrees is called phase crossover frequency. That means omega p is the phase crossover frequency. The value of omega when magnitude of gh of the omega is 1 is called gain crossover frequency. Omega g is called gain crossover frequency. Gm is measured at phase crossover. And Pm is measured at gain crossover. These are the salient features of gain margin and phase margin. Now I shall do a simple problem to understand the calculation of Gm and Pm. Take this problem. A negative feedback system has an open loop transfer function. OLTF means open loop transfer function given by GH of S is equal to 1 over S into S plus 1 into S plus half. 1 over s plus 1 into s plus half. Find the following. Find the following. First one, phase crossover frequency. First one, find phase crossover frequency. Phase crossover frequency. Second one, gain margin. Third one, gain crossover frequency. Gain crossover frequency. And fourth one, phase margin. Phase margin. It's a very important problem. You must know the procedure. Closely follow me how I solve this problem. The first step is to draw GH of j omega locus. GH of s is equal to 1 divided by s into s plus 1 into s plus half. This implies GH of j omega is equal to 1 over j omega into j omega plus 1 into j omega plus half. This implies GH of j omega is equal to, magnitude is 1 over omega root of omega square plus 1 into root of omega square plus 1 by 4. What is the angle? Minus 90 degrees, minus sign because j is in the denominator, minus tan inverse of omega minus tan inverse of 2 omega. Imaginary part divided by real part. Imaginary part is omega, real part is half. This is like m at an angle phi of omega. Limit omega tending to 0 on GH of j omega is equal to 1 divided by 0 is infinity, tan inverse of 0 is 0, so angle is minus 90 degrees. Then I'll take the limit omega tending to infinity on GH of j omega. As omega tends to infinity, magnitude is 0. Tan inverse of infinity is minus 90 degrees. Minus 90, minus 90, minus 90, minus 90, minus 90 is what? Minus 270 degrees. Now I shall sketch GH of j omega locus. This is real axis is real GH, imaginary axis is j times imaginary GH. When omega is 0, magnitude is infinity, angle is minus 90. This is the point. This axis denotes minus 90 degrees. This axis denotes minus 270 degrees. This is minus 180 and the reference is 0 degrees. So when omega is infinity, magnitude is 0, angle is minus 270. In fact, this is point A dash, this is point B dash. So this is the locus. This is nothing but GH of j omega locus. This is nothing but GH of j omega locus. This frequency is phase crossover frequency. This length is m1. To find omega p. To find omega p. Phi of omega is equal to what? Minus 90 degrees minus tan inverse of omega minus tan inverse of 2 omega. When omega equals omega p, we have phi of omega is equal to minus 180 degrees.
Hence, in this expression, if you put omega equal to omega p, phi of omega will be minus 180 degrees. Hence, minus 90 degrees minus tan inverse of omega p minus tan inverse of 2 times omega p is equal to minus 180 degrees. This implies tan inverse of omega p plus tan inverse of 2 omega p is equal to 90 degrees. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus xy. So x is omega p here, y is 2 omega p. This implies tan inverse of 3 omega p divided by 1 minus 2 omega p square is equal to 90 degrees. This implies 3 omega p divided by 1 minus 2 omega p square is equal to tan 90 degrees is equal to infinity. This implies 1 minus 2 omega p square equal to 0. This implies omega p is equal to 1 by root 2 radians per second. Omega p is 1 by root 2 radians per second. So what is m1? m1 is equal to value of m at omega equal to omega p. What is the expression for m? 1 over omega into root of omega square plus 1 into root of omega square plus half square. Omega square plus half square omega square plus half square. Omega is equal to what? Omega is equal to 1 by root 2. If you substitute, you get the value 3 by 4. So magnitude is 1 over omega root of omega square plus 1 into square root of omega square plus half square. If you have a complex number a plus j, how will you find the magnitude? Square root of a square plus b square. In this expression, if you put omega equal to 1 by root 2 and simplify, you will get 3 by 4. So m1 is 3 by 4. Gain margin, second part. Gain margin in decibels is equal to minus 20 log m1 into base 10. So this is minus 20 log m1 is what? 3 by 4 to base 10. So if you calculate gain margin in decibels, the answer works out to be 2.5 decibels. This is the gain margin. Sorry, I think there is a small mistake. This is 4 by 3. This is 4 by 3. So this is 4 by 3. And this becomes minus. Please check the answer. Minus 2.5 dB. Next, third one, we want to find what is omega p. So now m1 is more than 1, therefore this is the unit circle. This is the unit circle. The radius of this circle is 1. This point through which it passes is minus 1 plus j0. So this is the gain crossover. That frequency is omega g. You draw a line passing through this intersection point. This angle is phase margin. Obviously, phase margin has to be negative. Third step, to find to find omega g. Magnitude of gh of j omega is nothing but m equals 1 over omega into square root of omega square plus 1 into square root of omega square plus half square. Half square means 1 by 4. When omega equals omega g, we have m is equal to 1. Hence 1 over omega g into square root of omega g square plus 1 into square root of omega g square plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1. Take reciprocals on both sides. You get omega g root of omega g square plus 1 into root of omega g square plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1. Squaring both sides, you square both sides, what you get? Omega g square into omega g square plus 1 into omega g square plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1. Put omega g square is equal to x. Then x into 1 plus x into x plus 1 into x plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1. This implies remove the brackets x into x square plus 5 by 4 into x plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1. This implies x cube plus 5 by 4 x square plus 1 by 4 into x minus 1 equal to 0. Using calculator, solve this cubic polynomial. Using calculator, solve the above cubic polynomial. You will get x is equal to you will get x is equal to 0.813 whole square. This implies what is x? Omega square equals 0.813 square. This is omega g. This implies omega g is equal to 0.813. Fourth one, we want to find phase margin. Phase margin is equal to 180 degrees plus phi of omega evaluated at omega equal to omega g, which is 180 degrees plus. What is phi of omega? Minus 90 degrees minus tan inverse of omega minus tan inverse of 2 omega evaluated at omega is equal to 0.813. If we evaluate this, we get the answer minus 7.5 degrees. Since GM in decibels is negative and PM in degrees is negative, it implies closed loop control system is unstable. This is a very commonly asked problem. You should be able to solve this problem. So in the examination, the concepts will be checked very rigorously. So what I suggest is you have to solve this problem and go through solved problems in my textbook. Minimum is go through all the problems in the class that I have done. Most of the times these problems will appear in the examination, and these are all well graded problems, correct? And you please practice the problems without seeing the notes. Read once, recollect once, practice once. If your practice matches with what I have done in the class, 100%, you will be a candidate for good grade. You will get above 90 marks. If you are struggling, then you have to read once more. You cannot take any chance with this subject. This is a very, very critical subject and a core subject. Three subjects are difficult. One is random process and statistics. Second one is signals and systems. Third one is control systems. All these three subjects are very analytical in nature and it requires tremendous concentration and practice. If you go to examination with one preparation, you are going to fail miserably in the examination. And if you want to go to United States, especially in the field of robotics, etc., this forms a core subject. Therefore, you will study this subject with lot of interest. Correct? If you want a best book for this is, one is I have written, my book is a simple book based on our experience. I use the word our because my co-author is there, Professor Chandra Venkatesh, who is also my teacher. Both of us have taken a lot of pain in writing the book. Another good book, which is called Bible of Control Engineering, is Control Systems by B.C. Cook, Benjamin C. Cook. Feedback Control Systems by B.C. Cook. It's an excellent book. Please go through this book. I shall give one more problem as homework for you. Please try this problem and let me know the result of this problem when we meet in the next class. Given GH of S is equal to 6 divided by S square plus 2S plus 2 into S plus 2. Find GM and PM. Similar problem. So what you have to do? You have to put S is equal to J omega. Then you have to plot GH of J omega locus. You have to find what is phi of omega, correct? And equate that phi of omega to minus 180 degrees and calculate what is omega p. Then calculate what is gain margin. Equate magnitude of GH of J omega to 1 and find omega g. Then using the formula for phase margin equals what? 180 degrees plus phi of omega at omega equal to omega g. You will get what is phase margin. The answers I will give you. Gain margin equals answer. Gain margin is equal to 10.45 dB. Omega p is equal to root 6 radians per second. Phase margin is equal to 67.67 degrees. Omega g is equal to 1.253 radians per second. This is the answer. So please sincerely try this problem at home. If you have any difficulty, please let me know. But this has to be done independently. Find GM and P. So I've given the answers. GM is equal to 10.45 dB. Phase crossover frequency equal to root 6 radians per second. Phase margin is equal to 67.67 degrees. Gain crossover frequency omega g is equal to 1.253 radians per second. Okay, thank you. With this we conclude this class. Next class we'll start a new topic or we may do some revision problems. Thank you.